Hi, welcome to this episode of Fitness for Every Life. My name is Cami Burnett, and this is John King, and we're your hosts of the show. We are going to have a most interesting guest on our show. We have our segment, or our episode of nutrition.
Yeah, we got general health and fitness.
And mind, body, and spirit. And living in LA, mind,
Yeah.
body, and spirit is so important. I mean, we're constantly driving on the freeways. Every single freeway in LA is just jam-packed with traffic.
Lots of stress. Yeah.
Lots of stress.
But like I said, we do have the blessing of being here in Southern California, the benefits of the parks and the beach and the mountains and so many wonderful weather,
Definitely.
a lot of wonderful resources.
Definitely.
And now again, the nutrition segment
Nutrition
again.
is very important. I'm an actress, and John.
Yeah, I'm an actor.
He's an actor as well, and we care about what we put in our bodies because it gives us fuel to be able to, get through our day. Plus, I'm a mother of 4, so I gotta feed my kids healthy foods as well.
Yeah,
So,
healthy choices.
yeah,
And
healthy
like I said,
choices.
living here, we do have access to really good, vegetables and fruits and things like that. So that's
Farmers
really
markets.
nice. And yeah, the markets, some of the markets are wonderful. I mean, like I said, we'll be featuring those in the future episodes as well.
Right, definitely.
Then, of course, like I said, the general health and fitness section. It's, there's so much information out there, and being able to bring it to our viewers, from the doctors and the trainers and all the different information we're going to provide. It's
Nutritionists.
really, really, it's just really, really helpful. So I
Definitely.
know I learn something every time I see one of our episodes. Even if I'm seeing a repeat of it, I'm picking up on something new and different.
And don't forget, get a pen and paper because you're going to need to write all this stuff down. And at the end of our show, you'll see our website. Feel free to email us, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Yeah, with
So-
any questions, or comments or recommendations. If you have anything you would like to see on a future episode, let us know. We can work on getting that
Okay,
there.
John,
So,
welcome to our show.
absolutely.
For we are known as the Journeys, the greatest rulers this planet has ever known. The era of innocence is over.
Hey everybody, good morning. We are in downtown LA today with Art San at Sports Massage Extreme. He is a master therapist and a personal trainer, and he just has an abundance of knowledge about therapies and treatments for all kinds of conditions relating to sports injuries and sports. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Art demonstrate. He's got one of his clients here. He's going to do a little assessment and do some work on him, just show a little bit of what you do. So tell us a little bit about your place here and how long you've been here, that kind of thing.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for having me over here, being on your show. I've been doing this for about 15 years. I'm a recognized sports therapist, and what I'm doing today is I'm going to do an assessment and a light treatment on a rotator cuff injury today.
Very cool, very cool. Now, you do more than just, like I said, you do a variety of kind of injuries and conditions.
Absolutely, from
Yeah.
head to toe.
Yeah.
The usual suspects are rotator cuff injuries, runner's knees, tennis elbows, carpal tunnel, frozen shoulder, migraines, so forth.
Now, I know a number of the people you also work on, you have a lot of people that are in the MMA and truly, sports athletes that come to you, as well as, like I said, your everyday, run-of-the-mill work athlete, somebody that just has an injury, that works out themselves. So you kind of work the gambit of, from professional athlete to somebody who's actually just kind of trying to stay in good condition, right?
Absolutely. I call it from weekend warrior up to world-class athletes. That's my client base.
Well, let me get out of the way and let you start
Thanks.
doing your business. How's that?
Good. I'm going to invite Jorge Carreño to come up, and I'm going to do a quick assessment. So you're just going to stand right here in front of me, and just stand right about right here, and just face towards me, and just stand in a neutral position. So real quick, I'm going to tell you a couple things that are going on. Your left shoulder is hiked. Next, you're going to extend your arms out for me. I'm going to check you for flexibility. Relax. And good flexibility here, not so good right there. Next, you're going to drop this right arm and keep this left arm up. And I'm going to just check for strength and stability. Important thing is I want to check for strength and stability. Just because the muscle doesn't hurt or there's no injury there doesn't mean there's not some instability there. So looking straight ahead, I'm going to just push down, and you're going to tell me you're going to resist. And that's holding very good. Next, you're going to extend your arm outward and you keep the body in that position. And looking straight ahead, I'm going to push down again. Resist for me, and that's holding pretty good. Next, you're going to turn towards me a little bit and extend this arm again and hold right there, and I'm going to put full resistance there. Ready? Go. Got it. So there's some instability right there. It's going to be mostly your deltoid and partly your serratus. Next, you're going to extend your arm out, keeping your body in the same position, and looking straight ahead. I'm going to push down and give me arm strength only, resist. Got it. So obviously, it's the right shoulder area. You can drop your arms down for me. Did you notice how it was weaker on the right side?
Yeah.
Again, that's instability. The muscle, there's inflammation there. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in the next room and we're going to target that arm and see what's going on there.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Let's come on over here and
Okay, so Art, you did the assessment out there, and of course you have Jorge on the table. So obviously, let me step back and let you do your business, and tell us a little bit about what you're doing in here.
absolutely. What I'm going to do now, next, I'm going to do another arm strength assessment. And Jorge, you're going to go ahead and extend your arm out and finger straight out, and you're going to go ahead and raise up for me, and I'm going to push down gently.
Okay.
And let's see what kind of strength is there. Go ahead. Go. Keep going. 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 So what we're finding is the strength. Your strength doesn't start to about right here. There's instability from this point to this point. So that's telling me the forearm's giving you trouble and your tricep. Next, I'm going to have you make a gentle fist, and you're going to bring your arm towards your body, and I'm going to pull away. So ready, go. So that's pretty stable. Next, I'm going to push towards you, and you're going to abduct away. Go ahead. That's holding good. So again, it's in this area. When you go ahead and raise this arm for me, go. That's where the instability is at, right about there. Now on the other side, it's strong and stable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to target your forearm, and doing that, your forearm and your insertion of your tricep, and that's going to give you more pain relief and also give you strength back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some coupled thumb here in the forearm area, your extensors, and what I'm going to have you do is just kind of or should I say, dorsiflex for me, just like that, okay? Ready, relax, go ahead and do that. We're going to do that about 3 times, and then we're going to move somewhere else. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what discomfort was that you noticed? 10 being high, 0 being low?
No, probably like a 8.
Yeah, so again, healthy muscle does not injure or inflame, should not hurt when you put pressure on it. And obviously there's some pain and inflammation there. The goal is for us to get rid of that pain. Today we're going to decrease it probably about 3 or 4 levels further down. Okay, relax. Now I'm going to compress, and I'm going to gently manipulate the forearm and the wrist area while placing pressure there. Bearable pain or tolerable pain?
Maybe here.
Yeah. And this also gets your extensors also get inflamed from using the computer, mousing. You use the computer.
everyday use, everyday things. Yeah.
So now what I'm doing, I'm just decompressing the fingers by pulling on them as I'm compressing the extensor muscle. Next, I'm going to target the insertion area of the tricep, and there should be no discomfort there. On a scale of 1 to 10. What number is that right there? Yeah, by the look on his face, that's like about a 10.
Like it's a
Yeah.
9 or 10.
Yeah, and again, healthy muscle that's not injured or inflamed does not hurt when you press on there. And from the other area the other side we worked before, it doesn't hurt like that. Okay, so I'm going to just continue releasing that. And what it's going to do is it's going to free up your tricep and also give you more power back in your arm. I'm going to compress a little bit, and I'm going to also crank the forearm as I'm compressing. And in doing that, it's also lengthening and releasing the muscle. As I'm increasing the pressure, I'm decreasing the pain. That's what's going on. Do you notice it's hurting less? Absolutely. Okay, next we're going to bring this arm out, bend your hand, relax it. I'm put a little compression on your pec area to kind of stretch that a little bit. Ready? Deep breath. Exhale for me. And that's also going to give you another release in the forearm area. Very good. Next, you're going to relax. Let your hand just fall right here on my hip area, and I'm going to go right into the bicep. So just relax the bicep muscle. Don't flex it. I'm going to put my couple thumbs right there. And 1 to 10, what number is that right there?
9.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. So it's in between the bicep head. It's the brachialis area, and it's inflamed right there. And that's also weakening or taking away power from that arm.
Yes.
And what happens is when you've got one side that's unstable and you're not aware of it, you end up recruiting other muscles and potentially, running the risk of injuring the rotator cuff area, which is a very common injury for athletes. So I'm compressing and I'm doing a gentle release. Hurting less?
Less, yeah.
Yeah,
Almost no pain.
exactly.
Yeah.
So again, this is a very simple and effective technique that I use on all my athletes, and also my computer people that have a carpal tunnel or tendonitis or a tennis elbow. Relax, relax, relax. And let this hand just fall. I'm going to just go ahead and stretch it again. It's loosened, more flexible, and it's decreasing pain. Obviously, I'm making this look very simple. It's more complicated than that, and it takes more than a few minutes that you'll see on TV.
Yeah, no, like I said,
Right.
I appreciate you're demonstrating just a little bit of what you do, and like I said, I appreciate you taking the time to show just this much. And Jorge, I appreciate you being our candidate, because like I said, he has worked on you before with great success. I'm glad to have you here today on the table. But yeah, there's so much more that you do with people, and this is just a great sample of what just some of the many things you can do to help people.
Absolutely.
So I'm thrilled that you were able to take the time, both of you, to be here and demonstrate this. It was really, really informative, and we will definitely, hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more people coming your way.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right, sounds great.
Okay.
Thanks, Jorge.
Thank you.
All right, like I said, this was great. I appreciate the assessment and the actual treatment stuff. Now, again, I know this was really obviously a very compressed time period, so what you gave us was just a taste of some of what you do, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, like I say, this was really great. It was a great opportunity for people to get a sense of some of what you. But honestly, I hope people who understand that you need to come in and see you, get a full assessment, really can get a lot of benefits from this. Talking about coming in, let's give them a sense of where you are. So,
Sure. I'm centrally located here in downtown Los Angeles, off the corner of 6th and 7th and Olive Street. And my address is 643 South Olive Street, Suite 830. And I'm open Monday through Friday and by appointments only.
okay. And then you have a web address.
My website is Sports Massage Extreme. And also I'm found on LinkedIn and also on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Art San, the Paint Eraser.
Oh, that's right, that's right. I remember seeing some of that. That was awesome. So like I said, you can always go to sportsmassageextreme.com to find out more information. If you can't remember the website and maybe you don't have a way to jot it down right now, you can also always go back to the fitnessateverylife.com website, our show website. Go to the guest page. You'll see that as the fourth page on the website. Click on it and you'll see a link to his website, so you can always get right back to him, find out more about Art San and all of the great things he does down here and the wonderful treatments, and there's just a ton of great benefit to come down to see him. So definitely consider looking up Art, coming by to see him, contact him, and we'll see you on the next segment.
We are known as the Journeys.
Hi, welcome back to Fitness for Every Life. We're now into our nutrition segment where you're going to learn so much valuable information. I mean, I'm still learning every time I watch our segments. I know many of you are just learning about nutrition, learning how to take care of your bodies, and this is what our show is all about. So get a pen and paper ready because you're going to need to write down all this information, and I am so excited about this.
Now talk about nutrition as you're both a trainer, but also as an athlete. You do different types of training. You'll help people and suggest things nutritionally when you're kind of giving them training guidance with respect to their goals, right?
Correct. I'm a certified nutritionist, but I think it's important to distinguish between aesthetic nutrition and athletic nutrition, because a lot of people eat to look good and look healthy, but as any bodybuilder on stage can attest, that when you're on stage looking your best, you're not necessarily at your healthiest. Right? Your squat will never be the most when you're dehydrated and looking lean. On the same token, when I run a race, let's say a triathlon, I actually try to enter that race as bloated as possible. Something that would make me look awful on a bodybuilding stage, but that extra hydration will cushion my joints, will keep me hydrated, and dehydration by 1% can affect performance by up to 10%. So it's important to fuel your body for the sport at hand, whether it's an aesthetic pursuit or an athletic pursuit. I myself specialize in athletic nutrition, what someone might eat before a powerlifting meet or before they go into an endurance event, what to eat after, because that's just as important. I have a lot of trainers in this gym that are bodybuilding coaches, pro bodybuilders themselves, and they are usually the ones I refer to when it's time to prescribe an aesthetic dietary preparation.
Okay, Eddie, I know you're an avid triathlete, and participate in a lot of those. Can you tell me a little bit about the nutrition, rest patterns, that kind of stuff you do to prepare for something like that?
Yeah, I'll give you a couple tips that I used to help my career as a triathlete, and some of the stuff that's pretty much either overlooked or neglected by a lot of triathletes. First of all, a lot of triathletes won't train their legs. They'll run, but any resisted leg workouts is minimal or non-existent. So I think, first of all, squat heavy. You need the testosterone boost. You need to work your legs neuromuscularly. There's a number of reasons why you need to squat. I even would leg press and integrate like a heavy leg training day in your program at least once a week or once every 5 days. The rest pattern is important too. A lot of these triathletes will run like 5 miles one week, then 7 miles the next week, then 9, then 11, then 13, or whatever it is, this like progression with minimal rest. And that's the last thing I would do as I prepare for a race. In fact, I wouldn't even run over, let's say I'm preparing for an Olympic distance triathlon, which would involve a 10K run at the end. I wouldn't really be running much more than 3 miles in any endeavor to prepare for that. Or even if I ran a marathon, I wouldn't run over 13 miles. You don't really need to run the full distance to know that you can run the full distance. If you can run 13 miles, chances are you can run 15 or 16. Chances are if you can run 16, you can run 20 or 26. I mean, play with it and play with your body and let your body talk after you're done exercising. So rest is important, and as you work up to a race, I would take more and more rest. Finally, diet and nutrition. That's a huge one. A lot of people do the famous carb load thing the night before and have like a bunch of pasta. That's like the worst thing you can do. If you are gonna carb load, look it up and do some research, because it's not that. It involves at least like 2 or 3 days in advance of steady carbohydrates, and there's a whole progressive scheme to that. Because if you just do carbs on the night before, you're gonna get a huge insulin spike, you're gonna be bloated and groggy, and you're gonna have a bad day of racing. What I like to do is have something salty, so I retain water and I'm hydrated. So I like to go with a chicken teriyaki bowl the night before the race. I got protein from the chicken, carbs from the rice, brown rice if I can. Put a lot of vegetables on that. I'll even put like sesame seeds or avocado for some fat. A lot of water. And then the morning of the race, I'll have the same kind of protein, carbs, and fat combination, whether it's from eggs, bacon, toast, that kind of thing, or a complete protein shake. Whatever it may be, protein, carbs, and fat are important. It's not just carbs. During the race, hydration is a big one too. A lot of people either have Gatorade or Powerade or an electrolyte drink, or a lot of people will have water. I think you should have both. Water's going to expand the cells, electrolytes are going to shrink the cells. So it's a combination of expanding and shrinking. Have too much of one of them, you're going to have a bad race. finally, when you're done with the race, a lot of people are like, I'm done, let's have a party. Some people even get drunk like at the race site. I think that's so stupid. I think that you need to do just the same amount of attention to your post-workout or your post-race as you do before the race. So have a good meal after your workout, post-recovery. I have branched chains, glutamine, that kind of thing, but I also have a good meal, maybe a little carb heavy. That dinner, like later on, is when I'll kind of like splurge. I personally, after a big race, if I win, I go get a big steak, and that's like my thing. But if you want pizza or a cheeseburger, whatever, you earned it. But I think that a lot of people will just kind of go into this thing, treat it like a, I don't know, like basically they'll go into this thing with every rumor they've ever heard and expect that to work, and it doesn't. You need to do your research like anything else you ever did in school in order to be a successful triathlete or a successful athlete in general. Yeah. It takes a lot of research and knowledge. It's not just athletics.
Well, and that's one of the reasons we came down here today, because like I say, Long Beach, Metroflex, you have some great knowledgeable resources in all areas of sports athletics. And so I just want to make sure people know y'all are here. They have access to you. They can come down here, tap into this incredible wealth of knowledge and experience, and really, really excel at whatever they have as their goals. So.
Right. We have a really progressive way of training here, and I think kind of like the spiel I just gave you on the triathlons personifies that. This is about educated trainers using tools that we've handpicked it out to help elicit the goals that our clients have. This isn't just full of like a set program or generalized equipment. Everything in here has been taken down to the finest detail to make sure that you achieve your goals as fast and as successful as possible.
Well, like I said, I've had, I've heard wonderful stories from so many of the athletes that come in here. I've been in here a number of times myself, always impressed, so I want to make sure we bring this to all of the LA metropolitan area so they know they can come find you and really get where they need to go.
Cool. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks. Okay, again, thanks, Eddie, for everything.
Thanks for having me.
The information about the gym. This place is awesome. Like we've talked, he's got a variety of trainers with a number of backgrounds, lots of skills and lots of knowledge. So no matter what your goal, whatever your objective, Eddie has the resources, the tools, the knowledge base here to help you reach that goal and objective. And you seriously should consider coming in and seeing Eddie and finding this place. It is a great resource to you and a wonderful place that you can really reach your goals and objectives. So, again, thanks, Eddie, for having us. We'll look forward to coming back and featuring one of your athletes maybe in another episode. And, I think that does it for today here at Metroflex. And come back after the break, and we got a little bit more information for you.
Looking for a realtor that's personable, knowledgeable, and an excellent negotiator that's motivated to get your home sold? I'm Joanna Selby with Prudential California Realty. Looking to sell your home? Want to know what your home is worth? Want a realtor to expose your home to top websites, magazines, and even on TV? I'm here to help. Call 855-600-BLVD, treating you like family.
Hey, what up? This is Eddie, owner of Metroflex Gym Long Beach. Real training isn't pretty, and neither is this gym. But if you want to look good, train your butt off, get hardcore, this is the right spot. We have elements of CrossFit, powerlifting, strongman, bodybuilding, tactical training, sports-specific training. Everything you can think of that's hardcore belongs in this gym. We have trainers that are experienced as bodybuilders, professional athletes in all different realms. So come on down to Metroflex, get your hardcore on.
Just wish my agent believed in my singing.
Hey, Sam.
What are your dreams?
I don't know. You need to find them. Find them and make them happen.
Things I'm going to do. Finish writing my song, record a CD, get a major record label, tour the world with Sam.
Sam, what are you looking at?
This was Amber's. Her lyrics. We should finish them. We gotta finish her dream. Because of Amber, I discovered my dream too. Sometimes I have doubts. Then I just think of her, and I know I can do anything.
This is John King,
This is Cami Burnett.
and we want to invite you to watch on Saturday mornings at 6:30 a.m. on KVMD our program.
Fitness for Every Life.
It's going to provide you with information about mind, body, spirit, physical health, nutritional health, and just general guidelines. Hopefully you will join us and learn more about
Health and fitness.
Look forward to seeing you.